Here we go. Here's Tony.
Howdy, howdy.
Tony Tone, what's up?
How you doing, buddy?
Not too much. Not too bad. Kind of getting back into, actually getting sleep.
Oh,
Nice,
look at you.
nice.
It's a brand new day all of a sudden.
Right?
Indeed.
Very nice. Yeah, I had to haul ass home. I've been working on this monotonous task at work for like 2 weeks.
I was going to say, you've been doing that for like weeks, though.
Yeah, and I looked at my boss. I was like, I got to go. I can't stare at this computer any longer. Bye. He's like, so you're going to go do your interview? I was like, yeah, I'll be back in about an hour.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny, too, because like you said in the other chat, you're like, I got to drive home for the interview. And I looked at the time and I was like, you must work close to home or you're going to be driving questionably fast.
No, I work actually relatively quick. It's like a 5-minute drive, so it's nice.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to be honest. When I say this, Leo was probably my most underrated player.
Oh, yeah.
In this. And then after watching these last few episodes, especially last episode and this episode, honestly, he's one of my favorite players on here. Like, he's entertaining.
Yes.
He doesn't mind calling out some bullshit, perceived or non-perceived bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then on top of that, dude, he went down into that fucking elimination ring with his head held high. And when he probably knew in this game, it wasn't about how well you could think it out. No. It was just about size, strength, and speed. And he was at a disadvantage, but he still fucking gave it his all. And
he did.
You know,
he really did. And that sucked. I hated that. Honestly, I hated that it was Hall Brawl for Leo versus Enzo. Like, come on. Like, ugh.
Like, at least give us a good one, like Ben versus Danny.
Right.
Well, yeah, and I mean, like, honestly, I'm with you. I didn't really know much about Leo going in because there's a chunk of Amazing Race seasons that I missed. And he was on those. But yeah, he was a lot of fun to watch, and every episode made me like him more and more and more. And not just because I have 3 cats, but he's a great competitor. And I mean, really, yes, he obviously had a partner in each of these eliminations, but he also took out Cinco and Kylan.
Yeah,
exactly. Like 2 of the biggest guys in the house. And you know what? We are prepared as well, as Ivan is here roaming, getting ready for the Leo interview as well. So we are catted out. We
are. No, I agree though. Like at first, like I think like the first or second episode, I was like, oh my God, who is this guy? Like, you know? And then the more I watched him compete and the more I watched him just interact with people on the show, it was like, I liked him more and I liked him more and I liked him more. And it was almost like, I don't know if maybe he was, nervous in the beginning of the season in those first couple of dailies or whatever, but it was like you could watch his progression in, how well he was doing in the dailies. Like he continued to just get better and better and better and better and better every daily. And like, I love to see that thing. And it kind of goes back to like what you were saying earlier about, him being underrated and, him being one of the cast members on the show that we got to see the most growth from.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And we got to watch it unfold right in front of our eyes. And it was so awesome. I loved Leo. I hate that he got targeted the way that he did. I hate that he literally was seconds away from winning this daily and then ended up being thrown into elimination. Like that really sucked. Like I did not expect Leo to go in. I was really expecting somebody else.
And I mean, we all know that he had issues with water, and it was showcased in the other challenges that he did, like the other dailies that involved water.
Yeah.
This one, no mention whatsoever, no hesitation. He was also the only one that jumped facing the other direction and grabbed onto the box, which is a lot more secure than everybody else who jumped onto the pad and tried to hold on to like this soapy pad rather than just jumping, grabbing onto a solid structure, turning around and going.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I think that's Leo's biggest plus on him is he fucking uses his mind like Devin before approaching a daily or an elimination. I mean, because let's be honest, by all rights, him and Alyssa should have lost last week.
Oh yeah.
They should have lost to Kylan and Kira.
Mm-hmm.
But at the
Leo
end of
had a solid strategy.
Though, and it was the same thing with the one with Sarah. Mm-hmm. Like and no offense to Sarah fans or Sarah out there, but in my honest belief, without Leo, Sarah doesn't win that elimination.
Yeah, without his plan for how they measured the distance between those reels, so they knew what they were. Yeah, like that was genius. You know what I mean? Like we watched the other team try to come up with something similar, and it obviously didn't work out for them. So I agree. Like I don't think that Sarah would still be here if it wasn't for her being in that elimination with Leo.
Yep, 100%.
And same with Alyssa. Like if Alyssa had been with Kyland and Kira had been with Leo in that elimination, we may have seen something different happen, because I truly believe that elimination came down to strategy and tactic and how you approached getting your partner up there. And Leo was not afraid to put Alyssa on his shoulders and then even give her more height by going up on his tippy toes and stuff like that. Whereas like Kylan was just staying like bent over. So all she had was just the height of his back as opposed to the height of his shoulders, and we talked about this on the recap, but I'm really bummed that, like, I'm excited to meet Leo. I think he's fun. I don't like, I know everybody's like, oh, the cat jokes and blah, blah, blah. I think it's cute. I think it's funny. Like, I think it just adds personality to him. And you know what? He owns it. He loves his cats. He's Leo the lion tamer, and he fucking owns it. And I love that. And I'm excited. Jenga. Right? Hi, Jenga.
Well, she's ready.
She's like, come on, I want to meet Leo, man. What is going on? I've been waiting all season for this.
Right. Well, I don't think we should keep her waiting any longer. Why don't we hop up in there?
I think it's about that time. So
let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I was like, hey.
Just voices from nowhere.
Yeah, I was like, what am I looking at? Am I going crazy or what?
He's like, I hear words, but no lips are moving.
Leo, my name's Ricky Hayes. This is my wife, Corrina Hayes. And then we have our co-host, Tony Lance, joining us as well. We're with the Challenge Fandom podcast. Want to thank you so much for joining us. We're sorry we're meeting under these circumstances, but we are extremely happy to be able to talk with you.
Of course. Yeah, thank you guys for having me. Appreciate it. Looking forward to talking to you guys. And if time runs out here, reach out to me and love to talk more after.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're not even going to give that a second chance for you to say anything else about that.
I got all the juice, guys. Y'all don't know.
Ooh, definitely.
So, Leo, since we're a little bit short on time, I'm going to jump right into this. What's the biggest difference from how you approach going on to the Amazing Race compared to how you approach going on to the Challenge?
I mean, it's the biggest difference is being locked down in one area. I love spreading my wings. I love flying. I love going around, meeting new people, different cultures, different scenarios. So the biggest thing that I had to adapt with was, being locked down. I've been told I got ADD. I don't know if I do, but I think staying locked down one place was tough because I'm always doing something. I always got a business idea. I'm always out, being active. So that was the toughest thing, was going from the world being your oyster to like literally living in an oyster, So.
Oh yeah, that's wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I know that also, like, you came in with the smallest original show as far as cast members go. What was that like as far as navigating the rest of the house? But also, was there supposed to be more and then they just got axed last minute, or I don't know?
So yeah, so that was the biggest caveat was, and the biggest hindrance, I think, with going on a show with other shows having 7, 8, 9 people, and we only had 3. It was just like odd and weird. But then we chose to look at the bright side, and maybe we could partner up with another show and become even bigger. But you can't trust anyone. So that was the one sucky thing, because we only had 3 people, so it was an uphill battle from the beginning. Because we only had 3 people. Had we had more people, like 3 more, whole different scenario. Because Amazing Racers, they're cut from a different cloth, right? We weren't stuck on an island or in a house. We were doing all this stuff around the world. So being able to conform to different time zones and adjust your stomach and your brains and your eyes and your breathing to different realities around the world, that's a whole different ballgame, man. Me and my cousin have the record, bro. Like we did the most out of anybody.
Yeah.
So that's a whole different story and different ballgame, which sucked. If only we had 3 more of us, oh man, things would be different.
So I'm actually curious. You guys got to do a lot of really cool daily challenges on this season. What was one of your favorite daily challenges that you got to compete in?
Oh, that's I would say the last one was super fun because I won that challenge. Yes.
Yes.
Check the tapes. We'll talk about it. Don't worry. And that one and the car was a lot of fun. It sucks that our car, in the car challenge, my accelerator went and disappeared in the floor. These are old cars. That's why I couldn't move. But I was the only, like, when we were driving that, like, we had a crazy system. Like, I hit 3 different cars. They don't show all of this. But no, I was like you'll talk to some guys. They're like, we had our money on you because that's how well I was driving blindfolded. But then my accelerator disappeared, and that's why we got stuck. So that was a lot of fun, and the last one was fun too.
Awesome, Tony. I know we're running short on time. I want to hear the answer to your question.
Yeah. So in regards to what wasn't shown.
Yeah.
Is that what you're asking? Yeah. What was something that wasn't shown in the edit that you feel is like absolutely missing for us as viewers?
Oh, this is super easy. So I love TJ. They made it seem like I didn't want to go out there. I was in an ambulance. Like, that's why I didn't go. I had a concussion. So the medics were like, you got to sit here and wait till the ambulance comes. And the back of house, front of house, they're not really coordinating. So they don't, they're trying to, I just went to the back. They're setting up their shots, right, to get the exit. And so he's going to come out. And I'm like, what do you mean it's pointless? Like, I'm about to go in an ambulance, like I got to go check myself out, make sure I'm good. So I went to the hospital and I had a concussion.
Wow.
That's why I didn't go out there. And then if you notice, all my outfits in my interviews were all different because I didn't get to do my exit interview. So they used all the other footage. So me saying everyone's a snake was from when me and Sarah were blindsided.
I thought that.
So
yeah. And
I'm a happy guy, man. Come on, I'm not gonna leave like that. I mean, I might have left like that for a couple people, like Spineless Ben, but for TJ, I would have given him the respect and shook in his hand. Hey, thank you for a fucking amazing time.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Hopefully, I think we got enough time for her to get one more quick one in. Corrina, can you go ahead and do yours?
Here,
I got it. Who was your favorite person, Leo?
You're not don't worry.
He's jumping all around, so I don't know where he's at.
There's certain questions I really want to get an answer to, and this is one.
Don't worry, bro. I'll give you the 3 hours later, dude.
I love it. I love
those ones.
We'll have a cat join in too.
For each of you.
Who was someone outside of the Amazing Race group that you ended up working with?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, dude, like at the time I thought, like I thought Ben, that's why I call him Spineless because, he's like literally people are calling security on him because they're scared to sleep around him because, he like punched a wall, because he had our back that much. And then he doesn't put them in, but then not Ben, at the end, I worked well with Alyssa, but before that, I didn't. With Sarah, I would think, but actually, I don't know, man. Not many. You would think everyone was just cordial with everyone, but the main one person was just Kayla. I would just say Kayla, not many others, because they say one thing, but they literally will sell their child to like stay in that house. Like literally, like you throw a person who had your back, but not someone else who like it is so much stuff, man.
Man, we're definitely going to want to talk to you some more, get some more dirt and some tea on this. Leo, man, we want to thank you so much.
Yeah.
Dude, we normally ask, would you want to come back? We're telling you, we want to see you back. We think you were the most underrated player on there and you proved the most.
Yes.
And dude, we hope we get to see you and we hope we get another opportunity. But in the meantime, till we can talk again, we want to wish you nothing but the best.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Hey, that means a lot to me, guys. Appreciate talking to you guys. You guys are super easy to talk to. So, hey, send me a message, dude. We'll talk.
Yes, definitely. We'll
definitely.
Thank you guys.
Thanks so much,
Appreciate
Leo.
Thank you,
Have
bud.
a great day.
Guys, thank you.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Wow, that was a lot of fun talking to Leo. I really enjoyed that.
That
honestly.
was really quick.
Yeah. It was. It went by fast, like way fast.
Really fast.
I feel like we got some important questions in though.
I feel like we got some important information outside of the questions.
Agreed. Yeah.
Because some of that I was just like, oh, say what now?
Yeah.
Say what now?
Look,
what?
I'm
no.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna reach out to Leo.
Oh,
we're doing that unplugged episode.
Yep,
Stat. Freaking stat.
This is the first time that we've started an interview with somebody already saying that they'll come on and do an unplugged episode before we even mention the fact that we do unplugged episodes.
Right?
So I consider that a win.
Well, he watches our stories and stuff, and I'm pretty sure that he saw like Desi's and whatnot come across. So
our toxic reputation obviously precedes us. Little inside joke for those of you that know. But I wanted to say, and I know I said this in the intro, and even talking to him and kind of hearing his thoughts on these things, I really do think he was probably the most underestimated player outside of maybe Justine.
Yes.
Coming into this game.
Yes. I love that.
And I don't care what anyone says. I want to see him back.
I do too.
100%.
I do too. He's a good competitor. Like he's not the best and blah, 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 but he's a good competitor. It's not like he was like in the fucking bottom all the time or anything like that. He did really well in eliminations. He is funny and entertaining.
Yep.
Like he seems like a fun guy to be around. Like he's just got that like really bright, bubbly energy. Like as soon as he came on the screen, it was just like all this energy. Like, hi guys, like let's go, let's do this. And I want to come on, and I know that this is going to be really short, so let's schedule another one. Reach out to me. I was just like, oh my God, okay, yes, let's go. Like I'm excited now, like
right.
He's just got that kind of energy of like someone that I don't know that I feel like would be fun to be around. And I really hope he comes back, man.
Oh yeah. I mean, look, I know we like to pull a lot of like, parallels as far as to the main challenge of things we're seeing because that's what we're familiar with.
Yeah.
But his storyline throughout this really reminded me of Brandon Nelson from Cutthroat.
Yes.
It really did. He kept getting thrown down and he kept coming back. And finally it was an elimination where he couldn't outthink the other guy. You know what I mean? And that's what I think it ultimately cost him is if there's a Hall Brawl and then you have to solve a puzzle, he's got it.
Yeah. He's got
what I mean?
Shit down.
But just a Hall Brawl.
I would also say, given that I am from a Survivor background, that the other parallel would be Jay.
Yes.
That's a good one too.
Jay came in. He wasn't amazing at the dailies, but he did fairly well, like usually around middle of the pack. And then he just continually got thrown in. And then he took out CT. And Leo took out Kylan and Cinco.
Yeah,
the two of the biggest guys in the house, two of the most athletically gifted guys in the house.
Yep. And it was the same thing with Jay. Jay out-thought CT in that elimination. He could not. He couldn't outthink Rogan in a balls in. There's just
no.
You the balls on fire and shit. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Yeah. There was nothing he could really do in that situation. I feel like that is very parallel to what happened with Leo. Is as much strategy as Leo could have gone into this elimination with, which there's not much strategy you can go in with this. Just get fucking low.
Yeah.
But even then, like at the end of the day, like Enzo is way bigger than Leo. And I feel like regardless of whatever Leo's approach would have been, Enzo would have ran through him anyway. So I mean...
Yeah, I think it would have been very reminiscent of Fessy versus Nelson.
But at the same time, I also want to point out, yes, the second round 2 was much more in Enzo's favor, but round 1, Leo held it against Enzo for way longer than I thought he was going to do. Like, I was impressed with that. I was like, damn, like I actually thought like Leo had a chance in that moment of getting that first round.
You know what? And look, I'm going to provide a little bit of insight that neither Leo gave us or that we saw last night, but I'm not going to name drop, but talking to one of the people that's on Challenge USA, I was talking to him and he said, look, after that first round, I saw the look in Leo's eyes and he was done. Yeah. He knew it was over, and I've seen that look 100 times before.
And he still didn't give up.
But he still went for it. And so the heart, and that's the most important thing to me. Like, look, don't get me wrong. I dig Tyson because he's good at almost everything. He's funny. He's witty, all that other stuff. I dig, CT because of the same things, and he's super athletically gifted.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I would almost want to pick Leo, maybe not pick Leo over them, but pick Leo with them because of his heart. He'll never fucking quit. And I appreciate that. And then finding out the fact that he didn't refuse to go back out there to say goodbye. He was on the way to the hospital. It makes a lot more sense because I was like, I
hate how they made that look, because all they showed was like the PA or whatever coming up and being like, do you want to go out and say goodbye? And him saying no or whatever.
What's the point?
Yeah, but it was just like, I don't know. I just hate that they made it look that way. And that's the part that they decided to show again, rather than showing, like he said that, hey, he had a concussion and he had to go to the hospital. And, like, I understand why he didn't go back out there. He wanted to wait there and be safe and get in the ambulance, go to the hospital. Like, that's just fucking common sense, And so, again, with the edit, and that's why we do this shit, y'all. Y'all already know. But yeah, I really like that he got to elaborate on that moment. And I'm honestly really excited to talk to Leo. Like, I want to know all the dirt, all the tea. I got to know it all, especially after the little bit that he dropped about Ben, because like that had me shook. Like that had me shocked. Because like I would not have pegged Ben for that kind of person.
So you're saying you were shook and shocked?
I was shooketh.
Shooketh to the chorus?
Shooketh to my core.
What was that?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I have a lot of fun. This is like my third coffee.
Good thing this is
today.
A video podcast.
Yeah, Jesus. I'm just trying to sit here stoic, not move.
You get all the movement with me.
No, I truly did enjoy this. I enjoyed Leo's time as well on the challenge. Yeah. And like I said, when we were saying goodbye to him, not will you come back, you need to come back. We need to see you back because you proved yourself beyond a reasonable doubt that you are a hell of a competitor and you are someone to be dealt with. I want to see him in even in a regular challenge, in the flagship. Yeah. But with that being said, I really don't have anything else to add at this point. Do you guys?
No,
I
really.
I look forward to talking to him more.
Yeah, absolutely.
I definitely look forward to talking to him. Leo, bring your cats. We'll bring our cats. We'll have a big old cat party podcast. Get to know you a little more. Get to know what's going on in the game. And learn more about his background, his history. Because like you said, I don't know much about Leo outside of just what we've seen in the Challenge USA. So I want to learn more about this guy. He runs businesses. He owns bars and all kinds of stuff. And I want to know more about this guy. He seems like just such a good guy. So
agreed.
Definitely looking forward to talking to him more.
We're definitely going to try to schedule that one on a Catter Day.
A Catter Day, definitely.
For the Challenge Fandom podcasts.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
Other than sorry.
Could you imagine if we got him and Enzo on the same Unplugged?
I was thinking it.
Oh my God. That would be so freaking... Dude, their little intro, though. Oh my gosh. How so fucking cute was that? And why do they have to wait until the very end for them to do a freaking previously on, together? That was so fucking cute. And they're in there putting the kitty.
Look, CBS.
Where'd that cat come from?
Right? CBS, Buna Murray, whoever is in charge of this, hit me up. I have a great idea for a reality show featuring Enzo and Leo.
Yes.
A phenomenal one. Leo and the Meow Meows.
Yeah. I love it.
Just saying, gang, let's do this. I don't even know what that means. I just said it. I saw it online earlier, so
I see all the kids are saying it. It's fine.
Yeah, no cap. I don't know. I'm just saying what our 11-year-old says all the time.
Why is the cap always blue? That's what I want to know. I don't get it. Is it the same if it's a red cap?
You know what, guys? This is obviously the epitome of Challenge Fandom podcast, so we're going to sign off here.
Really quick, though, keep an eye out. Obviously, here in a couple days on Saturday, we will have our round table recap.
Round cap.
I can't
round
stop
caps
saying
and
round
retables.
I can't stop saying round cap now.
We got our round cables.
We've got our round table recap coming out on Saturday, where we're gonna recap this latest episode. So make sure you guys catch that. Day. We also have Naya. Make sure you catch that. It is literally 3 fucking hours of us just talking to Naya about literally everything you could think of. She is so much fun and she has so much energy and so much spirit for life. Make sure you guys catch that one. And also,
they're not ready. They're not ready.
Y'all aren't ready. But watch our page tomorrow on Friday, August 26th. A little bit later in the day. Make sure that you guys pay attention to our stories on Friday. We will be releasing some
I'm just
huge fucking news.
Who would you say is our biggest interview? Jordan is going to get washed.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there, and I fucking love Jordan.
Yeah.
Y'all can do with that information what you want.
Assume whatever you want, but your assumptions are probably pretty fucking close, if not spot on. Watch for the confirmation Friday afternoon on our stories, and that's Friday, August 26th. And then that interview that we will be telling you guys about on Friday will be out probably within the week. So we're not going to make you guys wait long for it. It's fucking huge. It is fucking huge. And I promise you guys are going to want to watch for it. So that's all I had to say.
Okay, well, I'm going to close this out with a question and kind of a little humor. You remember with Letarian after he beat Tyler? Is that a goat?
Is that a goat?
Is that a goat, right? Anytime we get Leo on, I'll be like, is that a cat?
Is that a cat?
Is that a cat? Guys, for myself, Ricky Hayes, my beautiful wife, Corrina Hayes, Tony motherfucking Stats and Info Lance.
What?
Coming in on zero sleep. He'll explain more about that on the recap or the round tap or whatever you want to call it.
Retable.
The retable.
We'll explain in more depth. And also, guys, on this roundtable, Corrina didn't mention it. We have a special guest, and that's going to be Alex Broussard from The Circle season 4. Three, four. Okay.
I think it's 4.
Look, let's be honest. He should be on 3 seasons. Dude's fucking great.
He's awesome. This will be our second. This will be our second appearance with him, or his second appearance with us. I don't know. He did All-Star. He did a recap during All Stars 3 with us.
He did.
Yeah.
And
then now we're gonna do this one for Challenge USA.
Rick's gonna do it.
You ready? And if you get a chance, make sure you check out his podcast, Two Dudes Watch Cartoons.
Woo!
Woo!
Fire emoji.
Guess who's been practicing that for the last week? Shout out to
done.
Alex. I ain't gonna fuck it up this time. I might.
You're probably still gonna fuck it up at least one time.
He didn't this time.
But yeah.
Dudes to cartoons watch.
Watch 2 dudes and
that's the one.
2 guys sit down and watch TV. I'm joking.
No, 2 dudes watch cartoons. It's actually a really freaking awesome podcast. I love it. We'll actually, since we're talking about it now, we'll link it down below. But yes, make sure you guys catch our roundtable. Alex is fucking hilarious, and he has incredible views on the challenge. So I always love talking challenge with him. So make sure you guys catch that one. It'll be out Saturday, August 27th. And yeah, other than that, just like I said, keep an eye out because we've got some crazy shit coming your guys' way that is literally unbelievable, but we promise it's real. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about that.
That was a hell of an outro, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you didn't shut us off already, but if you did, we know. We don't know, but we don't care either.
We understand.
We understand. I mean, but if you already shut off, you're not even hearing this. So
you're not even hearing this.
So you don't know.
And the view already counted, so it's it's fine.
We appreciate it.
But we do want to say that you all look great today.
Yes, beautiful.
Everybody. You know what? Keep doing you. All right?
Yep.
Love y'all. Talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Later.